Have you ever heard the deep roar of a MAZ cruising European roads? Imagine for a moment an engineering colossus that has remained in the shadows for decades, silently moving the economies of half of Europe without receiving the recognition it deserves. These Belarusian titans are the unsung heroes of heavy transport, giants who have carried history on their still shoulders for more than 75 years. But what secrets do these extraordinary machines hold? Why have they managed to survive and thrive in a market dominated by Western giants? Today, we'll unravel the epic story of MAZ, the brand that transformed a small Soviet republic into a global heavy transport powerhouse, and discover why these behemoths remain an unstoppable force in the 21st century. Our odyssey begins in 1944, in the smoldering ruins of World War II, while Europe was rebuilding from the ashes. In the city of Minsk, Belarus, something extraordinary was born, the Minsk automobile plant. But this wasn't just the construction of an industrial plant. It was the birth of a bold dream. Soviet engineers had a vision to create trucks that could rebuild a devastated nation and connect the vast territories of the USSR. The first MAZ 200 rolled off the production line in 1947, and with it, a legend was born. It wasn't just a truck. It was a declaration that from the heart of Eastern Europe would emerge an unstoppable force in the world of heavy-duty transport. What turns an ordinary truck into an unbreakable legend? MAZ engineers discovered the answer in a revolutionary philosophy, designing for the impossible. Every component of a MAZ is subjected to tests that challenge the limits of physics. Imagine engines that must function perfectly, both in the frigid minus 40 degrees Celsius Belarusian winters and in the burning deserts of Africa, where the asphalt melts beneath the wheels. But here's the truly impressive part. These giants don't just withstand these extreme conditions, they master them. Their drivetrains, developed with almost obsessive precision, can handle loads that would cripple premium brand trucks. The difference lies in the details that other manufacturers consider insignificant. Every weld, every bolt, every circuit is designed as if the driver's survival depended on it, while Scania, Volvo, and Mercedes-Benz fought for media attention. Something extraordinary was happening on Europe's roads. Thousands of MAZ worked tirelessly, transporting everything from raw materials to massive industrial equipment, building reputations not with advertising campaigns, but with relentless performance. Here's the secret that the Western industry wouldn't admit. These trucks from the East didn't just compete with the best in the world. They often surpassed them in endurance, load capacity, and, most importantly, operational readiness. Do you know the unofficial record of a MAZ? MAZ 6422 operated for more than 2 million kilometers without major engine overhaul. 2 million kilometers. That's equivalent to traveling 50 complete orbits around the Earth. But what's the magic behind this extraordinary longevity? The answer lies in an approach to engineering that other manufacturers have forgotten. Intentional engineering. While the global industry pursues cost optimization, MAZ maintains a different philosophy. Every component is designed to withstand 150% of its rated load. It's not efficiency they're after. It's invincibility. Their YMZ engines, developed specifically for these chassis, use technologies that seem like they're from the future. Injection systems that self-adjust according to fuel quality, turbochargers that work perfectly even with low-quality diesel. And here's something fascinating. The cabin of a MAZ is designed with aerospace criteria. Noise, vibration, and comfort levels are calibrated for drivers facing 12-hour days in the worst conditions imaginable. Now we come to where MAZ truly shines like no other. The transport of special loads, when the world needs to move something truly gigantic, when other trucks simply can't. MAZ comes along. Have you ever seen a 200-ton electrical transformer being transported? An industrial turbine the size of a house? Nuclear power plant components that require millimeter-precise handling? For these extreme challenges, MAZ developed the 79 series. These aren't trucks. They are mobile engineering platforms that can be configured with up to 24 axles and load capacities of over 500 tons. Imagine the precision required. Every wheel must carry exactly the same load. every hydraulic system, asterisk, every component must respond with surgical precision. Every component must work perfectly because there's no second chance. When you're transporting the heart of a power plant, here comes a revelation that could change everything you thought about the transport industry. While the Western world was debating emissions and regulations, MAZ was quietly developing the next generations of transport technology. Hybrid systems that combine diesel power with electric assistance. Intelligent transmissions that learn the driver's driving patterns. Suspension systems that automatically adapt to load, type, and terrain conditions. But the most impressive thing isn't the technology itself. It's how they integrate it while maintaining that fundamental philosophy of operational simplicity. A driver can operate a modern MAZ as intuitively as models from 30 years ago. And now the story gets truly exciting. MAZ is no longer just the silent giant of Eastern Europe. These titans are conquering global markets in ways no one anticipated. From copper mines in Chile to infrastructure projects in Central Asia, from oil platforms in the North Sea to mega projects in Africa, you'll find MAZs doing what they do best, working where others can't. Do you know what's most fascinating? Many of these conquests happen without fanfare, without massive advertising campaigns. MAZs earn their place purely on merit, project after project, ton after ton. There's an unofficial saying in the industry: when you don't know who to call for an impossible job, you call MAZ. But here comes perhaps MAZ's most powerful secret weapon. Its economics are simply devastating to any competitor. While a specialized Western truck can cost between 300,000 and 500,000 euros, an equivalent MAZ offers the same capabilities for a fraction of the price. But that's just the beginning of a fascinating economic story. Operating costs are dramatically lower. Maintenance intervals are longer. Spare parts availability is superior. And depreciation, well, MAZs tend to maintain their operational value. For decades, for a company that handles massive infrastructure projects, this equation isn't just attractive. It's the difference between profitability and bankruptcy. There's something deeply philosophical about the MAZ approach to heavy-duty transport. It's not about creating the most stylish or technologically advanced truck. It's about creating the most reliable companion for the world's toughest jobs. Every design decision is guided by a fundamental question. Will this work when conditions are impossible and failure is not an option? This mindset has created more than just commercial vehicles. It has created tools of human progress that have built cities, connected continents, and literally moved the foundations of modern civilization. A MAZ isn't just a means of transportation. It's an enabler of the impossible. So what does the future hold for these Belarusian behemoths? If 75 years of history have taught us anything, it's that betting against MAZ is a dangerous decision. As the industry struggles between full electrification and sustainability, MAZ is developing hybrid solutions that maintain the power and reliability that define them. But with a reduced environmental footprint, their approach isn't to revolutionize for the sake of revolution. It's to evolve while keeping intact the essence that has made them legends. The ability to do what others can't, when others can't. The next time you see a massive construction project, an impossible infrastructure project, or a load that defies logic being transported, ask yourself, who is making the impossible possible? Chances are, somewhere in that operation, you'll find the distinctive MAZ working silently, carrying the future on its steel shoulders. And now that you know their true story, you'll never look at these silent titans the same way again. Because some heroes don't need a spotlight to change the world. They just need the open road and a job to do.